back live here anyway. And there is still not caught enough for Lear Street. But it's crowds are getting bigger. Crowds are getting bigger. People starting to show up. They're Kirsten. I'm very funny. Excuse me. There's people starting to show up already. It's a good sign. Up here now. See, there's no movement down the public all year. There's no movement down the council down here to Lear Street. So no idea what's going on here. What time is it now? 25 to 12, so they're going to start barricading off soon. Sure they are. But in fact, I'm on this side of the barriers for a minute. Doesn't mean I can have to stay here. Because, you know, they love the articles when they fucking on. So, let's see what happens. Up here now and see what's going on again. See if there's any more public order here or there, and where is it? Slipping into the corner. You always think you might not hear it from the place. So, public order units up at the top of Lear Street. So you're coming in from the south side. Because they're set up for the north side. So, oh, they're still here. Still one, two, one behind the banners, the cameras. Can't believe the opposite over. That's unbelievable. They're expecting something we don't know about. So, well, we know what's coming, but how many is in them banks or whatever? I'd love to they're all sitting in there in their jumpsuits, sweating their bollocks off. Probably. I wonder if we could borrow one of them bikes for a while. I know I'll get myself a bike or an electric scooter or something. You know, might as well fucking walk. It's crazy. Yeah, these barriers are still now. There's a council worker over there, look, waiting to put him out. He's just waiting for the signal. And out they go. It'd be like a fucking sprint. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them standing down there at Mooresworth Street, so. And there's 1, 4, 5 of them at the gates of the doors, so. What do we have here? 2 up there, 2 down the far side, 2 at the bottom. Yeah. So. Now we got 1 on the radio there. Oh, mobile phone, sorry. On the mobile phone. Definitely want a window on it. Have to. The museum.
It is, and the police don't know what protest it is.
Yeah, they're not even telling people. Oh, here's this. Evil Knievel's over there. That's cool. Two.
They are from mom.
Coming out the barriers there.
Yeah. So what is it?
What do we have here though? Look. All the sits. Big cameras. I'll tell you what, there's no fairness. They've done a good job washing that fucking building. I remember years ago, the scaffolding all over, and you actually had to wash it. Power washer. We look them out well. Here's 2 more Evil Knievers on the push bike. Yes. He's under pressure on the hill. He's under pressure. Yeah, you're holding up traffic.
See you later.
Yeah, I don't like being over there too much because fucking cops are slipping in there trying to be social. When you pepper spray a 14-year-old child, yeah, it's a social skill, a social aspect goes out the window. Absolutely ridiculous, like. Oh, messages. Who's that now? Alright. There's Chubby Boy. Cycle. That's the light. There's another one now stolen down. There's the council body is all alert. He's out at the curb of the footpath. More coming in down there on the push bike. I'm stuck in now on Mooresworth Street long enough, so I want to stay out here. He's made 14 milk in his pocket. Now, there's the council getting out of the pickup now, look. See it up there? There you go. Get a bit closer. Ah, there we go. Now, here comes the cones, look. It's the start of it.
Yeah?
Sorry, man. Oh, didn't know it was a cop. Alright, whatever. I thought they were still down there fucking talking. Right. Yeah, the left hand side of the road barricaded off so far anyway. Yeah, I'm not barricaded but coned off, so it's my next step is the barriers. Don't see him making a move down that hand yet though. Here's Brian. Oh, but Jesus. We didn't go far, top of the street. No, hold on now. Another fucking. Where am I now? Look at this. Okay. Where the fuck did they come up? I thought that was a dead end down there. Snaky bastard. The Jeep is not waiting either. Overtaking live traffic bus. He's going into the square as well. What was happening there? There we go now. There's another one. What the fuck, like? Well, the Jeep went in to the square. Custody van has to turn around. It's going to be behind the Jeep up there as well. There's another custody van. Where's that going? That's going to swing around behind the other one. All right. No. So they know something now they're going out now. Look, someone voicing their opinion, right? So. I missed that. There's the barriers coming out now, look. Nice. Well, yeah, something put the barriers down at the bottom now as well, look.
Okay, so.
Yeah, we're protesting against literally a whole corrupt government. Kick them out. Start afresh, as I say. I hope you're not to record all these bastards' bands. Lads can have speeches there for a minute. Three custody vans in a fucking jeep. Yeah, talk of that, right? Three custody vans. Three fucking public order vans. A jeep. An ambulance. And of course, don't forget the porta cabin. You know what I mean? I'm just too old for all this walking. I'm only recording, but I'm not in a group at all.
You need to go outside there if you don't mind. Thanks very much.
I can't get fuck out of a shot there from the other.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Until I finish barricading the roads, just give me 60
The roads
seconds.
are very close. Right,
Yeah, but they're in the middle of there and there. Give me 60 seconds. Just over there, pan out, and I'm going to join them, alright?
Go on, right.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, go.
You can hear Brian Long before you see him.
So go! I think the people know. Right? This is the wine country. It does not belong to you. It belongs to Jesus Christ.
Oh. Jesus Christ, man.
What's up, buddy?
Alright, how you
I've been
doing,
trying to
man?
get over with you.
Huh? Oh, I changed my fucking number.
Ah, yeah.
I got a new phone. No, them kids both the last one.
Give it to me before you leave.
I'll take it.
Alright,
How you keeping?
I have your number still. I'll send it down WhatsApp.
Yeah. Apparently, a file has gone from GSOC to the DVP. they sent a file there, that means they found something wrong with the fucking
I
guards.
know. I got an email.
Oh, did you?
I got an email asking me to confirm that was my footage and that was my memory card I handed in.
Yeah.
I said, of course it was. That memory card came out of the GoPro that you had on. No problem. Okay.
Well, I was there
They
when
just
you
wanted,
gave the
yeah,
fucking
they just wanted to confirm from me that was my content, my footage, my card. You know what I mean?
Right.
I said, why?
But then
He said because there was some videos deleted off the card. Yeah, I said, because they had nothing to do with you. I left you an important footage that's on the memory card. And I took out the rest of my personal.
Which I knew you were going to do anyway, because I already.
I said the rest of my personal footage was taken off. I said because the defendant, I said in his case, he said asked me, I said that he just wanted his footage. So I deleted my other stuff and kept everything about him and gave it to you. That's grand, as long as you know it's your content. What the fuck else would it be? You were there and I was there and we handed it
Yeah, I
out.
know. Get this. It's been 39 weeks now. What do you think my solicitors actually received?
Fuck off.
Close. Very close. They received.
Did you even get a proper summons on charges?
Well, I've got the charges. I had them from day one. But now it's now assault 3 Garda, right?
3?
Yeah, apparently so. But the only footage they've actually sent us is body cam footage from where they're actually on top of me.
Well, my body
Nothing
cam footage
before.
was between that.
No.
No, but see, I have footage. You know that video which you sent me of looking down on you?
Yeah.
I had that on the bastard phone. I can send it to later on. It's an overhead footage, and that's them grabbing you and bringing you over and throwing you on the
Ah,
ground.
that's from your man that works in the GPO.
Okay, oh yeah.
No, he's already given a statement on that.
But that's proof that there's a different
I
perspective.
know. No. But what we're saying is the only footage they've given is body cam from where they're actually already on top of me. They've got nothing before. So that means they're going.
When they were down over you, I had my body cam photo in between the legs. But they couldn't hide it either way.
No, we're gonna.
Oh yeah. One way or another. For sure.
They know it. That's the thing.
Last Sunday or something, not Monday they had me caught. Tuesday they fined me 1,500 quid. Wednesday I went in and paid it.
I back up the 11th of June, and they've got till the 11th of June
Alright, Steve.
to give me all the CCTV footage from outside the GPO. We've had nothing. No statements, no nothing.
What? I didn't know what I'm going to say then.
Huh?
But they should also know that some of the Garda's footage and content is missing because a lot happened before that moment.
Oh, it did, yeah.
And there was a smoker with you and another individual on that deputy. They didn't have the body cams on from the get-go. They selected what they wanted to say, so I don't know that.
Because it didn't fit what they wanted it to.
But that is a breach of GDPR regulations. But here's they're not supposed to edit or alter it in any way.
Yeah.
They obviously altered because it took the first 3 or 4 minutes out where they grabbed you, they dragged you across the street and they put you on. Funny was after you're on the ground and they're kneeling on top of you, all 5 of them, that the camera stopped working into. Weird that. I don't know anything. My body cam doesn't do that.
No, that's when their cameras started when they're on top of me,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but nothing before.
Their cameras were on long before that. Because when
The Chinese guy.
yeah, because when you were arguing,
He said you're all being recorded.
yeah, when you were arguing with your man, there was a little ginger fucker arguing with me, and he had his camera on. And when you walk out, and David soon, I had to give him my GoPro when I had 4 tries at your water, and Dave recorded everything. He nearly shoved the camera up their arses, he did. You know what I mean? So
It has a little red dot on it, doesn't it?
yeah,
When it's recorded.
yeah.
So
And mine is the same.
I'm going to go through everything again and pinpoint where
The lights on
cameras
the
are.
body cams.
Because if that's all they've got, well,
That's all you got.
they've got fucking nothing anyway.
But they're hiding some of the footage.
Last time on concert, you all right?
But
You're all
they're
fed up with
They're hiding some of the content. So that's all you can point that out.
you. They know they're fucked.
Share the ether, guys. Yeah, they contacted me just to confirm that I said, look, I said, not be funny. I said, I went in and said, hand it in person. I said, yeah. I said, surely I said, those cameras not filming.
If they sent the file to the DPP now have a decision. They've got a file against me and one against the guards.
Yeah. Well, that could be a conflicting file, which means a dismissal.
Which way are they going?
They have to go for dismissal because in order to I'd make any gear you had, they have to make their own.
Yeah.
And then they have to bring in, and your stressor brings up the moments before they had you on the ground. And the footage of that has not been brought forward. Now, there were 20 cops on the street that day. One of them, or at least one of them had that camera. You're horseshit. Horseshit.
But that's why we haven't got CCTV footage.
No.
Because that would show everything.
Yeah, because but the CC footage, you can apply for that obviously, but
Well, already have.
yeah, but
We're still waiting on it. The judge keeps on saying, give him the CCTV footage. Give it to him. They've given it to GSOC.
But
And
is
the
it?
GSOC have given it to DVP. But nobody's given it to us.
so your solicitor has got one little copy of anyway.
Nothing.
So that your solicitor
Literally-
has no footage of anything against you, or
Only a body cam this close to me already on the ground. Nothing before.
No.
Nothing
I know
around.
the
No,
cop. When he was leaning over you, there was already 3 of them leaning on you. Bullshit. Bullshit. Jesus Christ. My memory is not that bad. Let me tell you, I know for a fact. All right. How are you? Not too bad, yourself?
Did you see me on Virgin? I was on Virgin Media, I was on BBC, I was in America on the TV, I was in Australia on the TV, all over the internet. I took control of all the food and given it out to the drivers there. People fucking donating fucking tons, man. You can fill an Arctic truck with the amount of stuff that come in.
You can fill an Arctic truck with the amount of bullshit that's in that building over
Oh,
there.
I know. But
Hey, Reg.
How are you?
How are you on? You well?
Right, we thought you were in a fucking bag one from around.
I'm awfully sorry, honey. I heard about it. Sorry.
Ah, sure.
I know, but it's never nice to. Oh, sorry, man. Fuck off, right? Yeah, oh, cheers, bud. You're too, man. Hey, no smoking joints on the street.
Go to the footpath.
No, they're going to pass it around. After 12 o'clock.
I took the plea yesterday.
I'm after having 3 or 4 already. Huh? I was talking to him. Sorry, girls. Good crowd here, not even 12 o'clock yet. And they're still coming. Yes. Jelly wobbler in the air. Yeah. Sorry, man.
I'm getting There were 3 people off one of the bus and 2 people walked from the bus.
All right, brother.
Well, how are you today?
How you keeping? All right, brother, how you keeping? Didn't even recognize you with the hood up, man. All right, brother, how you anyway? You well? I see your video on TikTok here. Was it last night?
Oh,
I keep forgetting you're on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I don't be on that much myself anymore. You're all YouTube I do now, so. Everyone's off doing their own thing. Oh, I have them open this way. Just checking me patches. Don't need them in the minute, but. Yeah, there's something you stick on your jacket.
Was it? There's the stupid people. I know a few of them. WhatsApp group.
Yeah. I don't be on WhatsApp, but I don't do WhatsApp.
Huh?
I don't do the WhatsApp
Too
thing.
much invite in WhatsApp groups.
Too much fucking bickering on it. That's why
That's what I'm saying.
I just follow the.
Fighting over wrong.
Yeah.
We're fighting more on wrong than we are lefty.
Yeah, we're fighting more in the groups than we are on the street.
No care to me, no.
Oh, no, that's a sticker.
I stick with me.
Patch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the ones you iron on.
Sorry?
It's one of the patches you iron on.
Oh, Graham, we'll get one when you have one.
Yeah, I guess a few more. I just had to hand there 2 or 3 of them now.
Yeah, because what I can do is like, you know, the way you have this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You stick to that, alright, yeah? Yeah, no bother.
Are you in there, Paul Nolan's group now?
Group?
Yeah, you know the way where there isn't people in there with Paul Nolan, Ireland for the Irish.
Oh, I don't be on any of the groups, but I just, because there's too much on the phone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I kind of just stick to the post, to follow the post, to be wherever the post says to be. That's it. Because
It sounds like we're all just getting
too many fucking apps on the phone, that's the problem. Every time it goes off, I don't know what's ringing.
I'm the same.
It could be WhatsApp, it could be Telegram, it could be fucking anything.
Yeah, says yourself, there's so many apps and then like, just doing my own stuff, writing my own poetry and things and all that. And trying to get things out.
Oh, yeah.
We're all trying our best, as we're saying here in the live, that we're all here for our children, for the grandchildren. At the end of the day, the youth, there's a lot good bit of youth out here now at the moment, coming as you can see the young lads, they're here for their families, for themselves. Because at the end of the day, this government is taking their future away from them.
Oh, yeah,
There's no
absolutely.
future here for them, and that's why they're starting to all wake up and see what's happening in their country. And it's necessary, and it's good to see that they're coming out.
But what I'd love to see is the Irish people abroad looking for a reason to come home.
That's what.
Or wanting to come back.
And that's it. And that's what we're trying to do. And like we're getting an awful lot of support, like in Australia and New York, recently there with the protests that we've been getting a lot of support from around the world. You know, and it's good to see that,
Oh, absolutely.
It's good to see that people outside the world.
It's move around.
If only for something like this,
United States, Canada.
Come together and put a fucking massive people in fucking streets. Right? Together a banner, it doesn't have, it doesn't like the people standing next to each other. Right? Just don't engage with each other. It's just getting the people on the fucking streets. It's not talking about he's up here walking and all that, but it's
Now, you know there was a big protest on the M50 this morning as well. It's very shocked to find out that colleagues have been The brain is very quiet.
He's getting his 10,000 steps in.
Oh, wow.
I got that home this morning before I got here.
You should have went in and said,
Popped it up and down from there for about 10 fucking times.
yeah.
You know, there's 3 custody vans, 3 public order vans,
Yeah, yeah.
an ambulance, and a jeep up there.
Yeah.
Where up that way?
Just up there, yeah.
Same as Tuesday.
What are they expecting it?
They'll be on standby, yeah. Or advice and things.
They all done enough damage.
Yeah, you want to draw the same?
Brain is off. Brain is off. So it's getting bigger and bigger by the fucking minute. Which is a good thing.
Huge big sound system.
Live on, oh, that's echo. It's echo like fuck. 2 phones together, echo.
They don't give it
Echo.
for free.
What are you doing calling me on the internet?
I ain't going to call them, are you?
You made a video about me mentioning my name. Why?
Because we're all YouTubers. I talk about all YouTubers when I'm online. What did I say about you?
You go around making videos about every other YouTuber.
No, but that's
Keep
the
my
only
name
favourite.
out of your mouth. Okay? Keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? Yeah, Will Smith. Oh, 20 really more. There's more show up behind me than I know. Wish? What's going on here, eh? Oh, big sounds, big PS, that's really cool.
If I put my hand on them, what we do for the rest? So I'll tell you, as I've said to the council before, and when they do it, they put me up and back. I'm very right on record. Make sure you do that. What is the thought to do the speech?
That's John Malloy.
And I wouldn't mind it.
Well, it was full the whole way back to it was well more than that. We crouched you on the wrong path, so we want to be top. We're supposed to be still moving away, yes.
So they've no points now, finished me joint. He was slipping in on a bike anyway. He's gone again. Good way to slip in the bike. Testimonies, Dublin.
Hard against the army as well.
Yeah.
Front of the dog.
Hey, don't. Yeah. Hey, how are you keeping? How are you keeping? Oh, quite here.
I didn't bring my tri-flag in case it offends anybody.
Oh?
You
Yeah, she's calling, coming in to help her.
Taking somebody off already.
Oh, hard, they're not having a push fight, isn't it? No, unless he's going to stick him on the crossbar. No, he's actually helping him up the stage.
Sorry?
He's helping the boys to up the stage.
No, some of the guys are on their side anyway. Yeah.
Oh, no, she's fucking powerful. Excuse me.
Right now.
All right, Mort. Here. Mort. 1 second. Is it true I heard about car?
Yeah, yeah.
After lifting?
Yeah.
Bastards.
That was after the first day. Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
Weird.
Yeah, because someone from Testimonies saying he was in over here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What's the story on the farmer? That farmer is supposed to have been suicide. Somebody was telling me this
Yeah.
morning.
His cousin.
His cousin, it wasn't.
It wasn't him himself.
Did his son's back him? His son's back him.
You can't believe how much
I don't know who your man was.
No, I did see a video on TikTok of someone of a man, the legend is all I know it's called.
Yeah,
They did say that after the protest, someone did die. That there was a lot. Never said it was suicide or anything. They said that the person died. They never said more
Never
detail.
known.
Michael TikTok, right?
Larry McConnell.
No.
What's up? What's up? Come on, Mrs.
Anyhow, yeah.
Travel fast.
It was because of the stress of it all, yeah. She looked.
I'm not
And then the pepper spray a 14-year-old child. Seriously?
No, I'm going to go for a walk.
That's actually
Right that flag. I do like that flag. It's very celebratory. Oh, it's a double one. Republican behind it. Cool. getting further down the street every time we turn around.
Those things, you're right.
That's a good idea. Let's get one of them.
Oh, they're handy. TikTok shop, mate.
TikTok.
Look, and you can put these 2 lights pop in the top here as well. It's fucking great.
I have
25 quid.
that joke here, alright, but
Yeah.
tripod. I like the mic.
TikTok shop as well.
I don't.
22 quid.
I have a TikTok page, but I don't fucking use it, man.
And they're handy. I have the other one as well, the standy up one. How are you, bud?
Yeah, by the time I go home now, my arm will be cramped up trying to hold the joke.
Talk to you later.
Talk later, bud. Okay. Scatter.
Get them out!
Well, it's still coming, man. This is brilliant. The bog hole? That depends how you define the bog hole.
I thought you were when I fucking tried to contact you.
Ah, no, sometimes I do tend to go when
Switch off.
switch off.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I had spent 1 week with my daughter since last June up to January. So I said,
On the
fuck
road.
it. I spent most of my time in Carlo. I bounced here and I bounced there, but I'd always go back to her like. And now that she have a boyfriend, she's all loved up, that I can go home and relax now.
Happy days.
As long as that's
Get back to business.
the boyfriend is the only news I want to get.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I've met him and I've had a word with him. I love music, but it just means I have to stop recording now because of the fucking copyrights. Yeah, I don't recognize that symbol up there. Yep. There it is, guys. Freemasonry. Freemasonry. It just became a hoolie. It just became a hoolie. That's what you want to see.
We made it in one piece.
How are you? How are you keeping, George? You well? Good. You made it in one piece.
There's a good few here anyway. Nice to see.
Yeah, we're sitting on the stage though.
Look there. Gang, is Christy here?
Who?
Christy? Have you seen him yet, no?
Actually, he's around somewhere. He's around somewhere. Yeah. He's around somewhere, yeah. All right. More and more tricolors coming. There's still people coming with the flag. That's it, guys. Enjoy your long. Sorry they made me focus better. That's what the cage is in the back there. Still people coming, right? Still people coming. Still people coming. Non-stop flow. The street is only full, very full down. This is the, I've noticed myself, there's a few people from the motorcycle company here. I've noticed the jackets, I know a bike jacket, I road bikes myself. So, I know we have a few farmers, maybe haulage companies, all on foot of course, but all here. So, it's all about numbers that's coming in there, it's going to stop. So, it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. That's definitely a cop's head anyway.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah, wicked.
Copyright on that one there, but you want to know. Yeah, just get the phone now, alright guys? No, they're about. You didn't fill up more to say that's what's up here 2 minutes ago.
How is it?
Still people coming.
You got 2 fucking seconds. Get the fuck out.
Can't even fucking use it. Yeah, caught using your legs, so copyright shit.
So I'd imagine.
He went off like that music can get fucked up my heart. Can't get anywhere near it. But you're only be a few seconds here and there. And hopefully it won't get flagged completely. That's why when there's music playing, you know you're saying much. Because if you cut out that bit or mute that bit, what you're saying is pointless. There we go, there's the point. See? They know straight away. There's one over there. The RST jacket on. Tube there. Curious as to why it's tiny. Clearing out. No. You already know the protesters because quite well. Another part is jeans and tie, probably not.
Hey brother.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, sorry, lost one.
What's crack?
Oh, fuck all of it. It's trying to flip in there and it's trying to build up alright. There's a constant number coming in there and all corner down
It's
there.
alright, as long as you just keep building all What time is it? Half 12, yeah. We're not really kicking off at 1 o'clock. We said to come here for 12, we didn't say what time we're going to kick off.
They have an emergency meeting there today.
Yeah.
Don't give them anything. Let them beg and debate on the streets.
They have lovely flowers. Let's go over there and see if I can borrow your local speakers. Sorry.
Never felt so safe.
Romanian gladiator, guys. That's what that was. That job is on the street all day, every day in Dublin. It's crazy. They're dead, you know. Drop your frontage, man. And not the foreigners this time, politicians. It's actually funny, we come from last summer. Isn't it funny we come from last summer from wanting the foreigners there? Never we want the politicians there.
We wanted to make them too.
Oh, I know, yeah. That's what we need though, brother. Clean slate. Guys, I think this might be a fucking long one. What I'm going to do is, I don't know. Try and take a battery then. Battery check. I'll be perfect. Alright. Stay low.
It's actually bring her over. Yeah, she's a lefty.
Slowly done.
She's named after Bobby Sands.
What's his name?
Lucy Sands is her name.
Lucy Sands.
I got her on the 5th of May. Who died 5th of May and you want Bobby Sands. So I figured it'd be wrong to get your dog 5th of May and not call up the Bobby Sands.
100%.
Yeah.
Alright man, thanks. Friend. You're starting to come on it. You got attacked by a cat yesterday. Tiny little sharp on it. Tiny little mark. He's surveying 2 dogs in the garden and the cat was hiding in the bush. Dogs in
Our poor little carries that baker and all that.
Oi, 6 years. 6 years, heard about it.
Alright.
Heard about it, 6 years. That's it, good boy.
How are you, kid?
Oh, my man, what's the story with you? Good. All the stuff sorted out with.
Everything's good, man.
Good, because it needs to be. We need to all come together.
No.
I just want to say names on there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, but no.
So everything needs to get sorted. Between everybody.
Everything's perfectly fine, man.
That's it, yeah. But everybody.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
Same people, I'm not fond of, but look, I'll stand, sort shit out, so we can all come together as one, you know what I mean?
Look, I just say this here.
I mean, none of us are right in the head, so they're not either, so you know what I mean?
But look, always a star baker.
Now you have it, yeah.
Yeah, look at the merger up on the fucking stage, look. Get down, you little Romanian fucker. Hey, merchant, dance! Come on, give us a dance! That's his real name, merchant. But his YouTube and TikTok is #1 gladiator. Check it out, man. It's all day, every day. There's some footage.
too.
Yeah, I see a lot of different types of people here. Farmers, bikers. Definitely not a lot of these men are open men, so they're farmers and hauliers. They're not pencil pushers anyway, that's for sure. How you doing, man? Okay. And the dogs are off again. There's still a few people showing up around, but you know, when you can hook them up again now because cops slipping down bikes. Yeah, exactly. Adidas trainers. Yeah, don't wear trainers. There's so much I need to wear hiking boots and stuff. That's what it really is. Kind of scanning there. A lot of different types of people here, though, seriously. It's always a protest puppy. Always a protest puppy. Somewhere. Yeah, there's a mercy on this country. Huh? Oh, nice and cozy. Open now and see what's happening. There's a scooter across the road. Oh, baby.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody who turned up here today to support this protest. This protest is an anti-government protest. It's against the government policy that are crushing the working man and woman in Ireland. They have a housing crisis that they don't want to fix. Instead, they're bringing more people in to fill these houses that are getting built ahead of the Irish people. I live in Drogheda, and in the 2 week run up to Christmas, there was 24 council houses handed out to 24 non-Irish families. Not one Irish family got a key of a house in Drogheda.
Shame on them!
And they're building flat out. As the houses go up, there's people that are in this country, and the government, from their own stats, have admitted to the people that 90% of them will not pass their asylum applications. So why are we paying for 9 out of 10 people that have no right to be here? Because I have to work. I, like many others here, now I took, you're going to see the lefties now later on looking at these videos and saying dole heads and saying unemployed. Like, the lefties are actually unemployable, and that's why That's why the lefties join NGOs. NGOs are supposed to be non-government organisations. 60% of the NGOs in this country are lobbying groups. They go and they push their policies on the government, and then the government pushes the NGO policies back on the working man and woman of this country. Now, there was a tragedy from one of our blockade protesters who was on O'Connell Street last week. And, you know, that could be only the start of it. I know a lot of businessmen, a lot of hauliers, a lot of coach companies are really, really struggling at the minute. The fuel has gone up, but they're in contracts with schools. They can't raise their fares. And that's the reality of it. That government in there sent away 784 million last year to foreign aid. And when they gave the 250 million to the truckers and the hauliers and the farmers and the rest of us, that actually equates to only 2 cents at the pumps. They took 17 cents off in a 250 million deal, and within a week and a half, that 17 cents had gone up by 19 cents. So then they took another 10 cents off, and they think that we're supposed to be grateful. It's our money that they're spending. I don't go out to work to pay a migrant's rent. I go out to pay my own rent. I go out to pay my own living expenses. And I do not agree to my taxes going on IPAS accommodation. And then I spoke up on O'Connell Street last Saturday, and I actually got ridiculed and attacked by one of the truck drivers who I was there to support. I worked all week last week, and as soon as I finished work on Friday, I went home and had a wash. I jumped on the train and I came in. I didn't get home till after midnight, and I was back in Dublin at 10:30 the next morning. And I warned the crowd. That the guards might be all chatty and friendly with them all week, but as soon as they get their orders, and by the second time I went on the microphone, they had gotten their orders in Whitegate, and they were pepper spraying, they were battening, they were corralling, and they were assaulting the Irish public. Now, there's a chap here, PJ, I'm going to get him up to say a few words. He was a medic in Whitegate last week, and he'll have a lot more information on what went on down there. It was absolutely disgusting. It's 110 years since the Irish government turned the army on its own people, and 110 years later they did it again. Nobody signs up for Oleg Naharan to turn on their own people. And I don't know what the crack is with getting into the guards now. Do you have to be a Freemason? Because as far as I can see, they've no moral compass, they've no empathy with the working person. And we've seen that with Garda Gillian O'Donoghue driving down to Cork with her husband last week, and she called us wankers, spastics, scumbags, and she'd love to punch us in the face. That is a servant Garda in Killarney Garda Station, and if she thinks that way, what's to make us think that all of the others don't think the same way? Because I'm just sick of being treated as less than in my own country. We are treated. We're treated as less than the people that shouldn't be here. We're treated as less than the people across in that building. None of them in that building are any better than us. And everybody that goes into politics goes in with the best of intentions. And as soon as they join a party and they're told what way the whip works, they have lost their own autonomy. They're just part and parcel of a machine. And that machine is here to crush us, but we're here today to let that machine know we will not be beaten. We will not be broken. We won't be bribed. We won't be blackmailed. And we will keep turning up. And it's important that we turn up to events like this. just to show solidarity with each other. I noticed when I'm looking around the crowd here, right, and last week when I looked around the crowd, how many of our coloured arrivals were there to support us in a fuel strike? None. None. They've Irish passports all right, and they'll flash them in the welfare office. But they won't come up here and stand with the Irish people that are welcoming them into their country, even though 9 out of 10 of them are not really welcome. It goes to show that the government policy at the minute is more to do with granting citizenship to economic migrants. So they'll drive the wages of every man and woman that's working in Ireland down. They will drive the wages down. And I said this before, the Minister for Justice, Jim O'Callaghan, when he came out about 6 or 7 months ago, and he admitted that some of the IPAS residents were in employment. And he said they may be asked to contribute in a year's time. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Free accommodation, free laundry, free food, free money, and absolutely no contribution back to the people that's helping you. That's what I see. So I'm going to ask PJ to get up here. He was a medic in Whitegate, and he'll fill you in on exactly what went down, hour by hour, minute by minute. Thanks very much for everyone for turning up. Aaron the Bra, God bless you.
Hello folks, how are you? Hello guard, with the old arms folded there, you're paying attention. And do pay attention because this is the state of our country. I'm 55 years of age. I was a medic abroad. I was a nurse for 20 years here. I'm retrained as a blacksmith now. That's a bit of a journey, like. I'm living in North Cork. Anthony Kelleher, that was the organiser of Whitegate, that was the first truck to come in, was a great buddy of mine. I knew on Friday Anthony had no medical help. I got on a train on Saturday because we have an autistic son at home who's got a peg tube in nappies, non-verbal. And fathers here in this country don't get acknowledgement for the carers' work they do, and partners of people, and people are soldiering alone. And I got on that train and I went down to Whitegate and got through 4 checkpoints and 3 barricades. I'm not going to tell you how that happened, but thank you for saying. But I got in there, and what I feared happened. 2 guards lost the run of themselves and started spraying pepper spray during a hard push from the public order unit, which could have caused untold damages to people, where 200 people were pushed back through a place between 2 tractors that was 4 feet wide, where they wanted you to go running backwards, but there was people being crushed. They kept that on that day until they drew a straight line straight across the protests and pushed them back. Pushed their fellow countrymen back. Where they fucking pushed them and shoved them and bait them, and one man got pulled from a tractor and he got fucking kicked and fucking stamped on. Yes. And this is the Gardaí who are the guardians of peace in our country. Yes. These are the people, the preserve of law and order, yes, turning their fists and their boots on us. 100 years just over since we took this country back after 800 years of misery, hardship, emigration and death. And what have we got now? The old fucking house that was in the Lord Lieutenant's is now got a new Lord Lieutenant from Turner's Cross in fucking Cork. Micheál Martin, that I sat opposite the Board of Management in Cork RTC with as a fresh TD he was. He fell asleep during Board of Management meetings. He was fucking useless then. He's fucking dangerous now. The deal that he announced was not a deal. It was a closed sectional instruction. A closed sectional instruction given by fucking Europe to stop us linking up with the French farmers came from Ursula von der Leyen. He had to get EU approval for that deal. They spent less in that deal, 505 million this tranche, and if you want to put in the other 250, we'll even give them that. They spent less than what they spent, 725 million, and account for inflation, than what they spent saving RTE. that fucking cesspit government mouthpiece. They think more about a fucking television station and a radio station than they do about you, all of us. That's what they think. That's more important. The IRHA went in there and the IFA and they did a deal for the biggest lads in the IRHA and the IFA. They didn't do it for the small farmer, the small agricultural contractor, the local rural business person, all of you urban and rural putting petrol and diesel into your cars, the carers taking care of the elderly, the pensioners on fixed income, the people that are fucking running to stand still, and now the weakest are falling by the side, as we saw with that poor man, and I've had a report of a second one, so it's now doubled. Folks, a couple of businesses by me are now pulling up shutters. What we saw in 2008 when our youth left this country to go to Australia, to New Zealand and to Canada, where girls as nurses and teachers went to Dubai, when our men went mining out Queensland, when they went to Canada logging, when they were working in factories abroad and we knew they never came home. We had country wakes every week in North Cork. We're going to see the same up to the end of this year, where our youth is going to empty. In North Cork, we are literally lacking 80% of our 30 to 45-year-olds. They're gone. What are left, that 20%, we're going to see half of them go. We're not fools. We've seen this before. We're realists. And that deal that was done behind interest, the IRHA and the IFA never stood up for the representatives put forward by the truckers and the rest of the lads on the front fucking line. They never spoke up for them. They closed the door for Micheál Martin. And they came out with a deal that was absolutely useless. In this country, we gave 125 million to Ukraine in the last while. We're told there's no money for mental health services. Helen McEntee fucked off to Ukraine with 40 million in her purse in her back pocket. Yet children strangled with scoliosis. 98% of the new bills last year, lads, of all the houses in this country were bought by industrial landlords. 2% went on the open market for your sons and daughters and nephews and nieces and brothers and sisters to fight over to buy, because the only other option is industrial fucking landlordism and the likes of eires. And what do? They're owned and bought by fucking stockholders, and they export the profits abroad. Circle K, who came down with a fucking truck to Whitegate. Who owns Circle K? Circle K is owned by a Canadian teachers' pension fund. When you fill up at Circle K, you send the profit straight off to Canada. Are you aware of that? Now, there you go. And Micheál Martin is glad to do business with these people. He fucking berated Lowry like a maniac while he was in opposition. But now Lowry's his good friend. And we saw how good a friend he was this week when he turned around and marshalled the troops. We had the two fucking rats from Kerry that I know personally jump fucking ship before they were pushed in the next election. And I can tell you this much, lads, they will hold fucking tight. They think they will hold tight. What we need to do, every fucking parish, every county, every province, we need to play their games against them. On the evening after the deal, every TD came out, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, support the deal, support the deal. We're wonderful, we're brilliant. That's what we got. Carefully curated Instagram and Facebook posts from them. And they're telling us that they're representing us. They're representing you by taking off their boot and putting a slipper on to put it down on your fucking neck, is what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They are emptying rural Ireland. They are making urban Ireland impossible to live in, where you can't find a house. When you do find a house, you can't afford to furnish it or buy food for your own bloody children. They are making it so impossible that they are driving us back to the days of Prince John in England. And I can tell you this much, folks, what we need is a few Robin Hoods. That's what we need. And every single one of you is a Robin Hood. Every single one of you by saying nothing lets them win. It only takes a few good men to say nothing for evil to succeed. Every single one of you will talk to 4 people today. You will tell those 4 people to talk to 4 people. All of you lads down there in front of me, he will all do this live and put this fucking out. And you will take this message to every bloody corner continent of this world. We spent 800 years fighting. We got off one knee last weekend in Whitegate, and that was just us. All of you can get off a knee as well. All of you can come forward, stand up, make right in this country. Have it so that we have a system, like Chris was saying, where the money that's paid, there is accountability. Where even, for example, that we have recall for our TDs. If he proves to be a cunt that we've elected, then we'll pull him back and fuck him out. There we go. There we go. Very easy. Accountability. And we'll do it with councillors. And we'll do it with the fucking lot. We'll do fundamental fucking change, root, branch, every part of review of it. Because I can tell you this much. There is money pouring out of that place like what's pouring down the Liffey in water. It is going to every section except where it's supposed to go. I'm waiting for respite for our son for 9 months now. I'm taking it to the High Court. We've had 1 night off in 9 years for a wedding. I'm glad I made that wedding because we lost a friend shortly thereafter. I sat down with a friend of mine, he works with the UN, but he's one of our own. Dr. Damien Maxwini, he's watching this out from Bulgaria. Hello Max, how are you doing? And lads, we sat down over a bottle of poutine in North Cork one night, and we counted 41 people in this country that we knew, he knew, and I knew that had committed suicide. And it's a scourge. And it is going to get worse. People are running to stand still. I'm urging you, I'm urging everyone that's seeing this, stand up, come forward, be there, fight! Because without it, we might as well fucking roll over, lads. Now, I think the tablets have kind of worn off a bit. So I'm going to pass it back to Alan there. He knows what he's doing. He just asked me. I asked him for permission, he gave me permission. Thank you for listening to me. It has been one of the most proudest moments of my life. Thank you.
I'm going to hand you over to John Malloy just briefly there. He wants to make an announcement.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? I normally stand down there, but I'm going to stand up here for a second. Okay, my name is John Malloy. Some of you out there know who I am. I represent not just myself, but I represent a group of people called the Risen People. The reason why I'm here today is just for myself, and I want to express my feelings of what happened over this last few days. And I want you to join me in something in 1 second, if you will. A few days ago, after protests that were on here in Dublin, a young man down the country went to himself and thought, I've had enough. He fought battles in his own head. We all fight battles. Now, that young man, from what I can gather, wasn't actually involved directly up here in Dublin, but indirectly as a farmer, the government put pressure on him. And as a young man, where he wanted to try and succeed, in his own head he was failing. He wasn't failing, the government was failing him. And at this moment in time, that family of that young man is now grieving his departure from this earth. So on behalf of myself and on behalf of everybody here, I want to express our sincere sympathy to that young man's family, to his farming friends, to the family friends, to the communities around where he is, and from the communities that are standing up here today fighting the battle for him. I'd like you all to join me in a 1 Our Father and 3 Hail Marys, if you don't mind, to help that young man's soul pass on up to heaven and up to the arms of angels, where they will look after him, and hopefully God will come down and look after his family, because they're going through torture. So if you wouldn't mind join me on that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. May his soul and all the souls of the faithful departed rest in peace. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce two friends of mine. Thank you. I'd like you to allow me to introduce two friends of mine up on stage in 1 second, because today we've asked, or I've asked, a good few people have asked, that we put together a petition, a hard copy petition of signatures of the people of this country that are anti-government and that is against everything that those crowd up there are pushing on us. We employ these people to look after us. It's time to sack them. Get them out! Get them out!
Get them out! Get them out!
To continue that one, we have a president. Yeah, we have. So I've been told we have. No, it's maybe it's a rumor, but I've been told there's a president up there in the White House in the Phoenix Park. Am I wrong? Okay. But that president was not elected by the people of this country. And that president, by rights, should be standing up for each and every one of you as well. That president has a constitutional right to stand up for you people. We are signing a hard copy petition. We also have a letter which will be read out for you in English at Ascalia in 2 minutes, that we're actually putting into an envelope. We're sealing it with the petitions as we gather them, and we're giving that to her by hand, not by courier, not by email, by hand in her gate. And we're asking her to address this. Her failure to address this will be detrimental to her being up in that office. Because the next thing we will do as a nation, if they don't listen to us, and if she doesn't listen to us, well, you all know the answer. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Fiona and Deborah, or Dee. Where is Deborah? Deborah, call Will to. Where are you? We shall wait her grand entrance. God bless her. Where are you going up? Go over there.
I did the English one, you do the Irish.
Oh, sorry, no, I'm not taking it. I'm left around.
Get them out! 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 Get them out!
Fly to the best. Are you okay?
Hello. Goodness is thought you've all got here you. Fiona Niv Willingness Anam Dum, August Tommy Con Litter Don on Utteron, Utteros Leavenish, O Nadina O Eire. Hi, my name is Fiona Mills. I'm going to read a letter in English. The Irish version seems to have gone missing. And it's basically from We the People to the President of eire with regards to our constitutional rights. Okay, I'm going to start with Article 43 of An Bunreacht 1937, which states a copy of An Bunreacht will be held, a true copy of An Bunreacht will be held in evidence in the Supreme Court in case of conflict between the Irish and English text. The Irish text shall prevail. And so far, every constitution this government is stepping all over. Our constitution protects us from EU laws. It trumps EU law. So the EU law means nothing in this country once we start to actually, the blue book is missing a shitload of articles, whereas the yellow book has all 63 articles in it. In 1939, Fianna Fáil went into the Dáil when Germany invaded Poland and decided to fraudulently change the constitution. Okay, but the true copy is still held intact, no amendments, no statutes, no nothing on it in the Supreme Court. And this is what our Article 1 in the Constitution of Bunreacht tells us what we can do with regards to our government. 1, 2 and 6. Right, there's a load of other ones, but these are the prominent ones. Also, there's a letter that's written by the people of eire for Catherine Connolly, are meant to be sitting president. Obviously, she has been hidden and has not spoke with all the pain and hurt that's going on in this country with the way we, the people, are being treated. Now, I am not far right, far left, diddly squat. I am an Irish woman, an Irish living woman. I am not a dead person. I do not go under maritime law. I'm not a mermaid. And I do not go under corporate law. I go under God's law. And our Constitution states it's under God's law we live. Wrong places. Okay, the letter in English. We the people of eire, the 17th of April 2026. To President Catherine Connolly, Áras an Uachtaráin, Phoenix Park, Dublin 8. We the Irish people are finished watching you, your government, destroy our country. While 17,308 of our own Irish men and women and children, including thousands of kids, are homeless and sleeping in tents on our streets. You roll out the red carpet for foreigners. They get free houses, free money, free medical cards and priority health care, while our own people are left waiting in pain and sleeping rough. Our young Irish people cannot afford to buy houses or even rent a decent home in their own country. They are trapped living at home in tiny box rooms, unable to start their lives, while foreigners are
are housed before them. This is heartbreaking. Our young nurses and talented young people in general, all educated with the Irish taxpayers' money, are being forced to leave their homeland in their thousands. They go to Australia, Canada, elsewhere for better wages and for a decent life, because this government has made it impossible for them to build a future here. Over 6,500 nursing posts set empty as a direct result. Instead, you bring in the staff from third world who don't know our ways. This isn't care for Ireland. This is putting foreigners before our own flesh and blood. This is treason against the Irish nation. You stayed silent while Gardaí physically abused peaceful protesters during a fuel protest. Ordinary Irish people were roughed up, pepper sprayed, assaulted by the very guards meant to protect them. You never opened your mouth, not one word. As president, you have failed the Irish people. We need you when we needed you most. And while Irish families are taxed to the hilt, struggling to pay bills and keep a roof over their heads, you send hundreds of millions, nearly €1 billion in foreign aid in other countries. No money, our taxes, not for our own people. Shame on you, President Connolly. You were elected to stand for Ireland and the Irish. Instead, you've stayed silent while our country is given away. Our children are pushed out. Our protesters are beaten in the streets. Your duty to the Irish nation, not global agendas. Speak up now. Demand Ireland and the Irish come first. Our history will remember you as the president who watched your country burn and said nothing. The Irish people are watching. We will not forget. We will take our country back. We, the people, are invoking our constitutional right, who governs us, as stated in Article 1 and 6. Now, but I'm going to start with 63 to remind you that this is law. This is law in the land. 63, Article 63 states to us there is a true copy of An Bunreacht 1937 intact, held as evidence in the Supreme Court. So Article 1, okay, this is the article the government changed in 1939, but this is the true version of it. The Irish nation hereby affirms its inalienable, indefeasible, and sovereign right to choose its own form of government. This is the best part. To determine its relations with other nations. And to develop its life, political, economical, cultural, in accordance with its genius and traditions. That's Article 1 on Bunreacht 1937, the Yellow Book. Article 6. All powers of government, you know what I'm saying, right? Executive and judicial derive under God from the people whose right it is to designate the rulers of its state, and in final appeal to decide all questions of the national policy according to the requirements of the common good. The powers of the government are exercisable only on the authority of the origin of the state established by the Constitution. The origin of the state are we, the people. Catherine Connolly, we're invoking those two articles of the Constitution, and you now need to dissolve this corrupt, parasitic, globalist government in our country.
Red!
Folks, that's the book, the blue book, that they govern us with. To that, I put my foot on. That is the Constitution that we stand under and with, not what they are pushing on us. You ready for a few words? There you go, Kevin. Oh, my cotton. Ah, sure, look at it. Will you fit it? Don't know that now, do you know?
So what brings us all here? Just a bit of tea. No, I just wanted to say a few words. We heard Martin saying in the Dáil, what is criminal vetting? What is vetting? All of you, if you go for a job in this country, you have to submit through criminal vetting. And if you're employing illegal immigrants without any Garda vetting into working with children, into working in healthcare, in our hospitals, I want to talk about the rise in crime, sexual assaults and rape throughout Ireland. People are living in poverty. People can't afford their heating. They can't afford food. Mammies are going hungry to feed their kids. And we have to all just sit back and take it. This message is to the EU. The government of Ireland does not own Ireland. The people of Ireland own Ireland. Nobody else. And the people have showed time and time again that they will come together and we will fight together. And to use our own army and our own Gardaí that swore an oath to protect the people of this country, to use them against people that had no choice but to pull up because they cannot afford to continue making food for all of us. All of us. They put food on your table every day and you pepper sprayed and arrested them. Shame on every last one of you. And I will say, fuck the EU. That's what we think of you. Fuck the EU. This is Ireland, not the EU. We recognise no foreign ruler, no foreign laws and no foreign policies. Not 1916 and not 2026. To hell with the lot, yeah. Get the fucking out.
Colin Fagan, where are you? When I wait for him to come back up, I just want to mention a man that's over in Castlebar at the moment, in hospital in Castlebar, and I promised I might mention his name. And he's a true nationalist and a hell of a guy, and that is Corky, or John Callan. And as you know, Corky's gone through a bit of a rough time, so on behalf of everybody here, give him a hip hip hooray and help him along. Hi sir, up he goes. She's all yours. I've said my piece, alright? I'm not going to hug the mic.
Just like to let everybody know as well, this is an open mic. Anybody that's here in the crowd that wants to come up and say a few words, you're more than welcome. You know, there's no there's no censorship here. Everybody has a right to speak. We're here representing the Irish people, and if any people in the crowd want to come up, say a few words on their own behalf on how government policy is affecting them and their daily lives, you're more than welcome.
Can I say a word?
Of course you can. What's your name? Right, Becky's going to say a few words here now.
I'm an Irish person of this country. My two grandfathers and their forefathers fought for this. They didn't fucking fight for nothing. I am a woman and I am a mother of this country. I've been living homeless in a camp for 6 fucking years. Do the government care? No. Do I care? Yes. Don't fucking stand with them. Stand by yourself if it's only you that you fucking believe in. Stand for what you believe in.
Thank you very much. Paul Fitzsimons would like to come up.
Oh, Peter, look at
Right, Paul Fitzsimons is going to come up. Paul runs Gale Force Media, and he does a show called The Irish Column, which is on YouTube. He'll tell you a bit more about it himself here.
How are you? How's everyone? It's great. I have to say, it's great to see so many people here today. Fair play to everyone. I wasn't expecting so many. We've a couple of thousand here. Fair play. But what I will say is, I'll just echo what the lad said earlier about Whitegate and everything else. I went through this in Coolock. My father was pepper sprayed in Coolock, 79 years of age, 2 years ago. By these same lads across here. Now we'll all probably get arrested for talking about these like this, you know what I mean? But fuck them. It has to be said. These people are not your friends. These people are not guardians of the peace. These people are protecting those monsters that are in that doll. They locked us down for 2.5 years in 2020 and nothing said about it. Nobody held accountable. There's 28,000 excess deaths in this country. Nobody's talking about it because they have RTE bought and nobody's allowed to talk about it. As I said, we set up Gale Force Media. We'll talk about everything. Anything that's going on. Between kids getting abducted in areas, everything that they don't do, we will do. We have to take back the narrative and we have to push this out and let everybody see what's going on in this country. Last week, I stood in my parents' house and my mother and father watch RTE and all the others, but they were talking about the protests. People were thinking it was just a far right, all of us lads who stood up and spoke over the last few years, a far right, and it was our fault that we caused all of this, that we did this and we did that. But Middle Ireland now has seen that these people will turn on anyone. It doesn't matter whether it's man, woman or child, no matter where you're from. They will do that. So people, these are not your friends. You hit these in GAA clubs. See, these farmers thought, we'll come up to Dublin, we'll do the protest. They wouldn't listen to people telling them that, listen, these are going to turn on you lads as soon as they get the orders. And that's exactly what they did. They were either naive or stupid. But next time they won't be naive. Next time we won't be stupid. Next time we're taking over this whole city and they're gone. Gone out of that government. Aaron Gobra.
Thanks very much, Paul. I'm going to actually call the next speaker Adele Gillick. Now, I'll just introduce you to Adele. Adele has been founding a group called Wake Up Eire. And from 2020, when the scamdemic started and they started locking us down, Adele was out there on the forefront. And many other people like Barry and other people, Ferg Power, everybody that was involved in the PSYOP, which was the COVID, and then the bioweapon, which was the vaccine. So I'll put it down onto you there.
Thank you so much, everybody. First of all, a little bit of housekeeping. Sky News are here posing as a patriot journalist. They no longer wear their little emblems. I'm not picking it, I'm just telling people, long lenses. If you don't want to be on Sky News this evening misrepresented, be media aware. Secondly, there's another journalist here from Abu Dhabi, although they're Brazilian, and they're selling their live feed back to Abu Dhabi. So again, guys, the power is with you. You decide if you're going to give these people a minute. Nobody, as far as I'm concerned, is coming here to film Irish people in the worst situations and then send it back to live feeds. She couldn't tell me, I'm not picking it, doesn't matter. She couldn't tell me who was going to edit it, who was the ownership of it, what slant was going to be put on it, and then she tells me I know nothing about the news. I know nothing about Abu Dhabi news. I know about Irish news. RTE is the virus. RTE was always the virus, and RTE always will be the virus. So just for yourselves, take your power back. You do not have to give an interview to anybody. Be the interviewer. not the interviewee. Take control of your own life. Since 2019, Irish people have lost control of their own lives through coercion, through bullying. Take it back. Take it back in your homes. Take it back in your village. Take it back in your town. Take it back in your county. Take it back. This could never have been about diesel. It could never have been about petrol. That was the catalyst, not the catalytic converter. I don't even drive. It was the catalyst. Because the Irish have put up with so much. We have the inherited memories of our generations before. And that's in your heart, and that's in your soul. It could never have been about diesel and saunter off home. It could never have been about that. It was the touch paper and the fire to the touch paper. That's what it was. The diesel put the fire to the touch paper, and nobody is sauntering off home. That's the question. And in the rural communities, if you're still supporting the GAA, who lended their facilities as depopulation centres, and they bust them out to the GAA. If you're in rural Ireland and you won't call them out, you're part of the problem. To the farmers, we support you, but we support everybody that's standing up for this cause. There's people that's here, and I know the people that have been standing since 2019. In fact, they've been standing forever. It was never going to be about just 1 week in Dublin and then saunter off home. Because some people have no homes to saunter off to. Remember that. So, my advice, in good faith, take your power back. Tell these criminals in here, I do not consent.
Yes!
I have never consented, and I never will consent. So I'd ask people, I'm very briefly gonna, we're gonna do a little survey, and if your answer is no, or if your answer is yes, did you consent to be called mongrels?
No! They're the fucking mongrels in there!
Did you consent to your borders being flooded?
No!
Unvetted?
No!
Did you consent, because you weren't given all the facts, to your granny being locked down and crawling the walls and begging for company? While Luke O'Neill, Miriam O'Callaghan, they all had a party in RTE. Did you consent?
No!
Did you consent for your children to be called a cat or a dog, or there's no such thing as a woman? Did you consent?
No!
Did you consent? Did you really consent to a trial, gene, therapy? It doesn't matter if you took it, because you weren't told the truth. Did you consent to be a guinea pig for Pfizer? No! I did not consent. Did you consent for people in Dublin and all around this country to be lying on roads while young men lie up all day and laugh at the Irish? Did you consent?
No!
I think it's very clear. The people here, and the people watching, and the people that want to buzz off home, we are not consenting. We never will, until the job is finally done. And to the sneaky media among you, the Irish are no fools. Trust me. And you will find that. You'll soon find that out. So off you go go to Sky News and sell your wares and sell your soul, and off you go to Abu Dhabi and send out this message to Abu Dhabi. The Irish are not for sale.
Ladies and gentlemen, your friend and my friend, Liddell Gilly. As I said earlier on, folks, I would like each and every one of you to sign your name here on this. Just your name and where you're from. You don't have to put an email, you don't have to do any of that crack. It's not digital ID, so don't worry about it. All right? And that's another one we got to work on. This whole thing of digital ID coming in, folks, we have to not comply. It is very, very important that we do not comply to digital ID. If we do comply to digital ID,
It's over, John.
we can forget about it. It's over.
It's over.
So it's that simple. I'm not going down the whole path of why it's over. It's just fucking over. End of conversation. So please, just sign your name, where you're from. You don't have no emails, not just where you're from. And I'll leave that with you folks. All right?
John, has you got to be a signature or has you got to be block letters?
As we say here, it's an open mic. So anybody that would like to speak, we're not closed for business yet. You can actually put that through the crowd if you want to, folks. Okay, who's not here? Who are we? Ashley Cunningham. Dunningham. Where are you from? She's from America, folks.
Graduated law school this year.
You're supposed to graduate law. Tell you what, you tell the story.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be in the law class of 26. If you think the people coming down to replace them are any better, I can tell you that they're not.
Bring it out through the crowd.
Class president Ashley Maloney, she's like leader of the EU. She's like leader of the EU youth group and all this stuff.
I just saw mine on, John. I just did mine first,
I don't like causing trouble. I don't. I would sit in the background, sit in the corner.
I can say your name for you.
It is.
I know who you are.
But I said after the riots in 23, I said I was afraid of computer safety.
Never seen it. I have to get out of the window, so I have to go up on DCs now and get out of the way.
Whatever.
Move over, DC, you're not that big. I need to go.
Everything in the book. I'm with you.
Sorry, you get when you're out.
In the book. Every single complaint I made, they said, no, we can't help you. I went to the exams. I was afraid to go to school.
I know.
I went to the exams in
We're here
May.
now, and people have started coming here since about 11:30
They
this morning.
ran me. They literally
When
ran
the
me out
guards
of
brought
the
in
exams.
public uniforms, custody
The
bands,
students,
they even
they
brought an
kept coming by
ambulance.
every 2 minutes.
What are
saying,
they
"Do you have a
expecting?
UCD
What are they going to
card?"
do
So
today?
on the first day,
Why
I
would
took
they
a
need
sign,
an
I put it on
ambulance
my
at a
desk,
peaceful
no
protest?
UCD card, it's
I
sorted.
think myself
And then I
now,
had
they don't
fractured
care about us
tailbone
no
on a
more.
motorcycle
So we have to stop caring about them.
belonged to
There's
me.
only us in the
2
country.
buses,
And if you're not an Irish person or an Irish citizen, if you represent the government in any way, we don't want nothing to do with you.
That's grand. I want
We want it out, everything out.
We have to stay
Guards
out.
have to follow the Constitution. The government has to follow the Constitution. We have to follow it every day. Why don't they?
The next day,
it applies to everybody.
That's not when I go in there. The
Everybody.
first thing I do is I get a no UCD.
They don't know what they're doing because they will make us push. When we push back, we'll make Cork look like a slap on the wrist. They're not ready for it yet. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Telling my legal opinion, I'm writing that down as fast as I can. I put my hand up to use the loo. Before I got a chance to finish that thought, Little Miss Ponytail came by the right side, took the sign off the desk, just an hour into the exam. Next thing I know, you have your UCD.
Johnny, you only petrol.
I got up, as I had the day before. I got up, went to the invigilators. I went to get up to go to the invigilators again. They ran me out. Get this. Sorry, they told me in the invigilators report that I ripped a lanyard off. All that happened off camera. They lied on the invigilators report. I told them as soon as I found out that was complete bullshit, they needed to get the CCTV. I contacted RDS Simmons Court. I got the CCTV secured, every bit of it. It took 9 months, and they ran me out of school. I know, but it's the same people. It's a law class of 26. Even in the chat, they said that.
Where in America from?
It is. Ashley Maloney's likely to be the Supreme Court of the EU. These are the future leaders.
Okay, folks, listen, thank you. Listen, can we bring that? Sorry, everybody, can we just push these back out through the crowd, please? Yeah, okay. Okay, folks. Give me a second.
No. Still people back here. Ah, another doggy. Let's see how many actual cost people find the way through.
Sorry, give this video still. Okay, it's been tapped out through the crowd. Everybody get silent. Give it to the door. I know you're not on the side, that was great. No. I'm begging for you.
Not sure what's
going on. Taking stage.
How are you doing? That's the crack. We didn't see you. You don't come away. You here the whole time?
Can we all move back from the stage, please, folks? Please. That's all I ask you to do. One at a time, please.
Float down.
Hello, my name is Jeff Hennessy. I'm here for the Irish people.
Are you coming out of the group or what?
Believe in the Irish
no,
people.
remember,
They over there do not. They're there for the wage, big wage. Why don't we say up their wages? And like all of us, a performance review yearly on how they're doing their job.
It's called a 32
We have
assembly.
Why can't they?
I'm going to add you to it, right? Yeah, just stay in it. Even if somebody says something you don't agree with, just ignore
I know I'm not ignoring by any means of form, I never do. I never do. Hang on, I never do ignore. We know that. We know that. Give me a second. Give me a second. I've had the mic for long enough.
You've been aware of what's happened in the last 5 years. I won't go into the Irish stuff, you know all that. But it's where you are today. And this is more a message about the Irish where they are today and that they haven't turned up. I'll be really fast. This is going right across Europe. They're taking control of everything. They're taking control of food and they're going to break you. They're bringing in the digital ID, they're attaching it to the social services card. You're not going to be able to eat. Under pandemic, under climate change, and under war, they're bringing this in. They're going to collapse you all. The people that they're bringing in, they're going to be moved. They're being moved into military barracks. It's the same in England. It has to be seen as what it is. They're going to collapse you. They're going to get total control of the food, total control of the currency. They're going to get total control. They're going to put you into a concentration camp, a 5K concentration camp. Oxford today, they're banning cars. This oil so-called shortage there's no oil shortage. We don't get oil from Iran. It all comes under climate, war and pandemic. And under those excuses, they're going to take you down. 0.4, 99.96%. 0.04 of 1% is the carbon in the atmosphere. It's no emergency. But they need to do it, and they're going to do it under excuses. All the things
we also want investigations into Tulsa. We want all right.
Food is going to go next. With the oil that's coming here to collapse everything, they're going to chase us. They're going to ruin all businesses, try to make people be dependent on it, and then they've got the control. So that's what they're are doing at the moment. They're trying to destroy the last of the businesses, freedoms to independence. That's what they're trying to do at the moment. So, I mean, to all the Irish people who didn't turn up, you need to wake up, because this is a fight, and the only way you're going to win the fight, if you are quiet, you're going to be trodden on. They're coming for everything you are. And that's what I'm saying.
I'm just going to make this short and sweet, but I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the silent cries in Ireland of the children who are living in state care. And I myself, as somebody who's been in the care system, who was sent to live with people who are alcoholics, who battered me and mentally abused me, all the while I got no help from the Irish government, the Irish police, or anything else like it. And I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that, because it seems to be hidden within the media. And all of these people you see on the streets, a lot of them are people who are being failed by the system, who haven't got the voice.
Larry, sorry. Ryan, how are you keeping?
Ryan, you got to read the phone.
So many fucking people
who
have been fucking raped, abused and battered and thrown back out onto the fucking street of the country to become addicts and not have a fucking voice to speak up for themselves. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to be a voice for them and let them know that the trees are not in fucking vain, because we have their fucking back. The government doesn't have their back, but we fucking know what's going on. And it can't be allowed to go on anymore while we try to look after everybody else. We have to fucking fix the broken system that we have in place at the moment.
Met you.
Good man. Another good turnout. You're still with the law, yeah?
Yeah, he's over there somewhere. But, I think we're all thinking about everyone needs to get fucking together, not with this person, that person. I thought now they would, because they're talking about
turning our own guards against us. They cannot be left away. We cannot stop.
I know if there's little boyfriends out there, they made an appearance.
Get them out!
The young guys in the so
turnout again though, that's why he's afraid of it, fucking fizzle out.
I'm not afraid of it, because they just keep it going and hoping it'll grow and grow.
Yeah, but that's how it fizzles out. Yeah. It can't go on weekly, it has to happen monthly. In the main town, in every fucking country, once a month. So people know it's coming. And the last Sunday every month.
Time to make up. Makes more sense already.
Doesn't it?
But see, the thing about it now is that other people now won't be upset about your man's house. They'll be upset going on.
Conway got his name there. Oh, not Conway. Put out Malloy there. Was it James Tom?
But you know, no one knows that for sure until you hear from the family. Because anything online is just fucking hearsay. You get an idea what happened, but you never know the truth. You too, man. You too.
Pride in our nation. You know, when Ireland are in a soccer match, it's okay to hang a tricolour because it's not racist then. But if you're having a demonstration against the government with an Irish flag, you are a racist. So this is the labelling. And the labelling is coming from the far right, or sorry, from the left-wing media, as regards calling us far right. When they say there was a rally in Dublin today, it was a far-right rally and there were far-right agitators at it. But yet when people before Profit, Sinn Féin and Labour have something across the damn gates, it's left-wing activists. So we're not allowed to be activists, we have to be agitators. Well, I don't mind being an agitator, because an agitator's a storer, and we will store the pot until it overflows, and we get them treacherous government and treacherous opposition out of that building. And get people in who actually care about the other people in their country. The nationalist pride that we need to bring back into this country has been lost. and it's getting lost through the indoctrination of the children in the schools. The school and the education system is making our young fellas effeminate. They're effeminate. An effeminate man is not going to be able to protect his wife and his family if he ever has one. An effeminate man is weak. And I don't care about saying that. I grew up and I went through the school of hard knocks. I spent most of my life as a fisherman. And like I said last week, I know what it's like to start your week's work. You're 18 or 19 grand in the hole between diesel and food. And you go out there, that engine does not stop running for 12 or 14 days at a time. And that's burning 36 to 38 litres an hour. And that's where it is. They've put the quotes that tight on the Irish fishing industry that there's no living now. There's large boats up in Sligo, Donegal, and they fish herring and mackerel. And they're down to about 6 or 8 weeks fishing a year. That boat is tied up for 10 months a year, and that has to be maintained for 10 months before they can actually go out and earn any money off it again. So the farmers have it bad, the hauliers have it bad, the bus companies have it bad, and the fishermen have it bad, and the working PAYE worker in this country has it as bad as they ever had, especially after the last budget. There was money given. There was money given to people that don't work. There was money taken off people that do work. So how does it make sense? Make it make sense, because those people in that building there, they can't make sense nor head nor tail of anything. They haven't even got a fucking clue what their own jobs is. They jump from department to department, never known. Simon Harris, or Simple Simon we call him.
Harry Hall Harris.
Simon was the Minister for Health during the cervical smear failures. When women died, mothers died, children lost mothers, husbands lost wives, brothers lost sisters, and sisters lost sisters. And that was all on his watch. Leo Varadkar's supposed to be a doctor, couldn't handle the Department of Health, so he ran from it as quick as he could. And now he's gone across the US, he's working in different universities, talking the usual load of bollocks that he talks here. So all he's done is change his geographical location. He's on about 300 grand a year or more.
Shame on him.
And Pascal O'Donoghue, who screwed the country with every consecutive budget that he did, the only people that ever benefit from a Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael budget is Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael donors. And that's the only ones that benefit. The working man does not benefit. I said when the Ukraine started coming here, we had a shortage of teachers in our education system. There was a shortage of guards along the commuter belt. I said if we can give €800 to keep a Ukrainian in accommodation, why not give the nurses, the teachers, and they did even mention the guards, €800 of a supplement towards their rent so that they can actually live and work on the commuter belt. But no, all that's happened since is we have Ukrainians going home for holidays when they're supposed to be fleeing a war. We have Ukrainians here that live 1,000 kilometres away from where that war is. That's a regional conflict. It'd be like Wexford or Wicklow going to war with Wales. That's the reality of it. The country was never a full invasion. It never happened. And that war started back in 2012 or 2014, when for 8 years the Ukraine army bombed Russian-speaking people living in the east and the southeast of the country. And that's where it started. And if you look at any mainstream media around 2014, talking about Ukraine, they were talking about how corrupt it was. Children are being trafficked. Human organs are being sold. There's murders over there. Helen McEntee goes and hands 40 million to Zelensky when his number 2 was under investigation for over 100 million going missing. We could have done with that money. We only need 9.7 million for the 335 young children with scoliosis. Less than 10 million. There is no will in this government to put those children's lives right.
Well, they have to go.
You know, and they won't do it. And they didn't do it. And we saw that young chap last year, God bless him, who lost his battle against scoliosis. He was twisted up, Harvey was twisted up that bad that he couldn't get a breath into his lungs. And this government knew about it. And Simon Harris said a few years ago, no child with scoliosis will wait more than 2 years for his operation.
A liar!
There's children dying because Simon Harris is a fucking liar! Every time you see a politician's lips moving, you know they're telling lies. They just filibuster. They think we're all fucking stupid. We're far from stupid. And you have the Gardaí with barriers there. If we were Labour, Sinn Féin, or people before profit, we'd be over in front of them gates. But no, we're not good enough to cross that road in the government's eyes. Again, I would like to reiterate, there's books up here to be signed. We'd appreciate if everybody could sign it that's here. And I would like to wholeheartedly thank everybody for coming here and supporting this today, and for supporting the truckers and the hauliers and the farmers last week. And I'm just going to do a minute's silence for that young man that couldn't take any more, and this world was no longer for him. So if we could have a minute's silence, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. The unfortunate thing is that over, and I don't want to put a downer on this, but over the next months, there'll be probably many more minutes of silence that we'll be doing at different protests. And that's the unfortunate thing that that government has put on us. But remember one thing, that's our flag.
Yes, John.
Be proud of yourself. I want each and every one of you, every morning when you get up, look in the mirror, look at yourself, and say, I'm fucking proud of you. You're Irish, and you're standing up for what you want. Not just what you want, but what you deserve. That's our flag, and no parasites from Europe or beyond will ever take that flag away from me or from you. Now go back to this petition here. The petition will be, it's gone out through the whole lot of you there, and anybody that hasn't signed it, please do. I will also ask each and every one of you over the next week or 2 weeks, at any rolling protest that you might be at, just get a foolscap copy like this, get people to sign their name and where they're from. Get in contact with me, and I will give you my address and you can send it to me. I will then be forwarding all that on our letter to the lady, I'll use that phrase very loosely, up in the Phoenix Park. All this will be monitored through, and I've talked to this man already, all this will be monitored through Paul here in Gale Force Media. And any answer or any reply I will get will go through Paul in Gale Force Media. It's the only media that we have right now. We need a large media like the one over in England that comes over here to us now and again and puts our cause across. But we need something like that here. We need a multimillionaire to come in here and get a TV studio that we can get our narrative out there. Because we're being quashed by the fucking likes of RTE and all the other channels like that. Paul tells me here that if there is any millionaires out there, he takes Revolut. Fucking Paul, so do I. And last but by no means least, to the gentleman that gave us this podium and this stage, Peter, we're indebted to you, sir. And anybody that wants to put a few bob towards Peter and his cause and what he's doing here for us, feel free, it's up to you. All right? If anybody else wants to take the mic,
let Pascal have a say.
Pascal's going to... Okay, give me one second and then gone. Anybody wants to get in contact with me, and get in contact with me through the Risen People on Facebook. You'll see it. It's an inkwell and a phoenix rising from the ashes, because I believe that the pen is mightier than the sword. And that is what is our icon is. Or you can get in contact with myself directly on Facebook, John Malloy on Facebook, or whatever other way you want to. Or indeed through Paul or whatever. Alan, sorry, thank you. You're an absolute trooper. You're a beacon of knowledge. And this man gets on the phone to me at 11 o'clock at night, and we probably talk to maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. All sorts of stuff, political and non-political, and so on. And we've both poured our heart out to each other over the years, to where we've been as kids, growing up, and what's been done to us, and now we're stronger because of it. And to each and every one of you out there, I am deeply, deeply humbled. Thank you. Pascal.
I just want to say this, you know that government, they were not elected by the people. The electoral committee said 3 days after the election that they got in by 500,000 votes. They sent out mistakenly. Oh, sorry.
Get over the stage.
I just want to let the people know, they're not our government. They weren't elected by the Irish people. They got in by 500,000 votes by the electoral committee turned around and said 3 days after the election that they sent out 500,000 votes by a mistake. And they said it in the smoke. So how in the name of God can they be elected, all these people, to select out? Now, another thing, the people that were under the Dublin Agreement, we've no right to look after these illegal immigrants, illegal invaders. Under the Dublin, we and Denmark are only 2 countries in Europe that have a clause that says we've an opt-out clause. These bastards never told us that they'd give us a referendum if we have. Remember the treaty that he made us sign? Yeah, well, he said if we signed that, we refused it the first time. Second time, he said we'll give you an opt-out clause. But we haven't got the balls to tell the people that's what it meant. We should have got a new election and a vote. We've no right and we've no authority. They've no authority to bring this field without the people getting an election, getting a referendum going. And I'm sorry you're a bit nervous, but listen, they're not our government. They shouldn't be in that office. They're in that office by default. 500,000 votes sent out legally. Like they said there was a mistake. Come on. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? How can they be representing the Irish people then? That are sure the spineless bastards. These are hypocritical fucking liars. Raiders, every fucking one. And for the Irish army and the Irish police that took a fucking oath to stand by the people, they swore by an oath to protect the Irish. You're a fucking cowards, every fucking one of this, and you shall die fucking roaring. And we, the Irish people, won't forget this. Remember that. We won't fucking forget. You can bury our fucking heads, but the Irish people will never be fucking beaten. The Brits tried it for fucking 800 years. They didn't take us out. And you don't know, certainly not going to take us out. You just made a fucking mistake taking on the Irish. You can laugh all this fucking word. But we won't forget. We've a long fucking memory, and you know that. You don't know your fucking history. Good night and God bless the only one that turned out again. But good night. There's not enough people turned out. Everybody in fucking Ireland should have turned out here. And God bless Ireland. And never be afraid to say, you're Irish. We're Irish and we're the best in the fucking world. We went away to work. We built countries. We built countries. We were fucking sent, tongues was cut out, names was taken out. If you had a no in your name, a fighter, it was taken out, you had to say, oh, a hair, a fighter. They always were Catholic, and you knew you wouldn't get a job. The Presbyterians in the British world fucking hate them. These establishments done this to us. They're the biggest bastards in the world. They're the cause who are done on this world today. They are. They ain't got this in
Lads, I won't do a speech today. A lot of people are saying to me, I'm with the Risen People, what should we do next? We need an investigation into everything. The pandemic, the fake pandemic. We need to chase their bank accounts. We need to investigate Tulsa, bring back every single gone missing child in this country. It's a disgrace. It boils my blood
everything must be and will be investigated, and we have no future if we don't. We have to clean up this country, this mess, before we can move forward. Okay? Thank you.
Easy road, speed.
We're on the one road.
Easy road on the boys.
We only go through gates. Don't do talking. Action.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to reiterate, thank you all very, very, very much for coming. We're going to just end the protest here, and we will have more. Keep an eye out in your local communities for anybody that's organising that, and go and support them. You know, I've been out with 12 people looking like a right gobshite on the corner, and been out with thousands of people not looking like as much of a gobshite on the corner. But, you know, we need to support each other. In your local community, or whoever your activists in your local community are, when we call someone, go and support them. Because that's what we need. Feet on the street, in every town and village, supporting this anti-government stance that they forced us into. None of us was against the government until they went against us. So that's the simple bottom line. But thank you all very much for coming. Erin go bra, love you all, and God bless you. And safe journey home. Thank you.
Sorry, I know it's kind of last minute and everyone wants to go home at this point, but I want to say is first off a big praise to the truckers and the lawyers and the farmers and everyone who started off this fucking protest, because you know what? It's so hard needed. We needed a kick in the hole to say that this country deserves better than what these assholes in here are doing to us. They're robbing us every second of every fucking day, and we done nothing until they stepped out. And you know what? Even the younger generation, myself, I'm 21, I'm disappointed the younger generation hasn't had to step out with this. What I'm doing is I'm calling out everyone in the younger generation to get out here and support all the older people at home. One complaint! One complaint! Step out onto these streets! But you know what? We have the voice of the next generation. Everyone's here to do this forever. So I'm calling out everyone who is my age or even younger, step out onto these streets. This is your country as well. You have to look at the Brits. Our ancestors done the hardest work to fight off the English when they were here. We have to do it to fight off our own, who are against us every step of the way. They want to close us down to a 5-kilometre radius. Because we were already talking about one of the young lads here was already talking about it. We need to stop that from happening. This is a free country, and this is for the Irish. It's for no one else. We need to look after our own every step of the way. No matter what. What did that?
That is absolutely brilliant, thank you. And it's very young people like you that we need up here. Like, we're getting too over this shit. Right, so we need to go up here. We need to spread the word to you young people. So any young people out there on their TikToks or Snapchats or whatever, get off your TikToks, get off your Snapchats, get up here, say hello to this old fella, this state is yours. Simple as that. Thank you, folks. I think that's for wrapping up. I'm going to hear some speak for your mates to what they were running. Who's the other one? Is there somebody?
Good speech for a few people. So, yeah.
Say hi to everybody here.
Went there now, that guys. So, I'm all good. Thank you for all as usual.